Welcome back to Naturally Spiritual, where we correlate the spiritual with the natural. I'm
And
Cheryl,
I'm Sherry.
and we're here today. It's kind of late, so
It's
forgive us.
okay.
So we're going to continue with that Easter series. We spent a lot of time today. Look, with at church.
Right, and we finally made it home. Y'all was able to kick off those new ill-fitting shoes.
Right, those tight clothes.
Right, we hunted and hid and found all the eggs we can find.
Right.
Enjoyed the service. It was awesome.
Yes, look, the story of Easter, look, never
Right,
gets old,
never
right?
gets old.
And no matter how many times you hear it, you
Mhm.
always have
Learn
a different
something new.
get
Yeah.
a different perspective, and it's just so powerful and so awesome. And and to be honest, we're coming to you later than normal, and so I wasn't going to record because I said it's too late, but she said, come on now, that's just like working all week but then not going to work the last day to get the paycheck, right?
Right,
So
yeah.
I said, okay, you know what? This is the Easter series, so we do need to complete it. So,
Right.
and I said that, we've all day today, we've been stretched, we've been running, trying to fit this in, fit that in.
Right.
But I had to think about it. Sometimes we feel like we're stretched so wide and that we can't continue to go on, but we have to think about it. Jesus was stretched wide on the
Oh,
cross,
say
right?
that.
He was stretched wide, and he was
Mm-hmm.
stretched so wide, but it still was not too wide to where he could forgive you, forgive me,
Right.
forgive us, forgive anybody of their sins, right? So you have to be reminded that no matter what you've done, you're forgiven, right? And no matter what someone else has done to you,
that
same token, right? Forgive them, right?
Right. And so glad that he was on that cross, and so glad that he extended love, up there. But even on the cross, that prophecy was fulfilled.
Right.
Because in Hosea 6:2, it says, after 2 days, he will revive us. On the third day,
Here it
he
is,
will
the third day, right?
restore us that we may live in his presence. And so I
That's
am
awesome.
so thankful
awesome.
that we're actually being able to live in his presence.
Right.
And I'm so thankful for even the crucifixion and the resurrection itself, because with the crucifixion, there's so much that came out of that.
Right.
Because if you think about it, they only had the law before crucifixion. They only had the law, and don't get me wrong, you wanted to live by the law,
Right.
but the law was not as forgiving.
So true.
The law was not as rigid. I'm not even going to say rigid. The law wasn't as powerful,
right?
As mercy and grace.
All right.
Number one.
All
and
right.
Number two, just think about it. Women were so silenced, and women
Right.
were treated as a different being until after his crucifixion.
And I think there was even purpose in that, right?
There was purpose in that, because
go ahead with it. Because
right,
who was it?
It was besides the angels, Mary and her friends,
Mary Magdalene and her
were
friends.
the ones who the angel said, "Oh, you're looking for him here, honey.
But
you're looking for him in
he's
something
not
that was
here.
dead, but
All
he
right.
is not here.
He's not
He
here.
has arisen. You go, and you tell."
All right.
So these were women who, in that at that time, they weren't even respected,
right,
as witnesses. And so witnesses were born out of that. So we have the whole church born out of that. We have women being witnesses born out of that. We have mercy and grace being born out of that.
All right.
Oh my goodness. So when he got up, when Jesus Christ got up, there was so much purpose, so much reality, so much prophecy fulfilled in his getting up.
All right.
He had to get up.
He had
to get up. Dad is in the grave, and I don't mind visiting the grave, but I know I won't see him in the natural again. But in that spiritual, because Jesus did it first, we'll see him again. And I am so glad of that. And so I'm so grateful for, even in this whole entire, I know we look at the Easter weekend and just pay tribute to it during that weekend, but we have to pay homage that whole entire year. We're supposed to live like he was resurrected for us. We're supposed to speak like he was resurrected for us, and we're supposed to believe he was really resurrected for us all year long. In season and out, we're supposed to do that. And so again, I'm just thankful for this season. And in the natural, I'm happy. In the spiritual, I'm happy.
Because it's all intertwined.
All intertwined. And so I just hope that as you come to this Easter weekend comes to a close.
All right.
You know, that you take your rest.
All right.
You know, as it said, He restored us, and so we have, you know, that new energy,
All
that
right.
new strength. You
All
know,
right.
that we can go on just a little while longer.
So true.
You know, and so tomorrow there's still activities with that Easter Monday.
Right.
You know, so don't give out just yet.
All right.
You know? So hold on.
If He revives you, you know you should have that strength. So even if tomorrow is just a day of reflection, you know, you reflected on yesterday, but now that you know he has risen,
right,
take tomorrow to reflect and go even deeper, right?
Go even deeper, you know. And so tonight, you know, if you have to go back and revisit, rewind, you know, everything the naturally spiritual twins taught you,
all right,
you know, for this Easter weekend, do so. But in doing, go ahead and like us,
share us,
you know, talk to us,
and hit that subscribe button.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.